Once upon a time, in a big, busy city, there was a young man named Tom. Tom was 24 years old. He lived in a very small apartment with one window, one bed, and a brown wooden desk. Tom wanted to be successful, but right now, he felt very far from success. Every morning, Tom woke up at 6 o'clock. The morning sun entered his window, and his alarm clock made a loud, angry sound. Tom opened his eyes, sighed, and stood up. He washed his face with cold water, drank a hot cup of black coffee, and walked out the door to go to work. Tom worked at a large office building downtown. His job was simple, boring, and repetitive. He was a data entry clerk. Every day, for 8 long hours, Tom looked at a bright computer screen and typed numbers. He typed numbers into Excel sheets over and over again. 1, 5, 8, 0, 4. His fingers moved fast, but his mind was completely asleep. Tom hated this job. It did not make him feel happy, and it did not pay much money. He felt stuck in a gray room while the vibrant world passed him by outside. Next to Tom, in the office, sat a man named Mr. Walters. Mr. Walters was 60 years old, and he had worked at the company for 35 years. Mr. Walters was kind, but he looked very tired. His hair was gray, and his shoulders were always bent forward. One afternoon, during their 15-minute lunch break, Mr. Walters looked at Tom and said, "Tom, do not become like me. Do not stay here for 30 years. Find your passion, work hard, and build your own success." Those words changed everything for Tom. They stayed in his mind all day. When he typed numbers, he heard Mr. Walters' voice. Find your passion. Build your own success. But Tom had a major problem. He did not know what his passion was. He did not know how to start a business, and he did not have money to try. That evening, Tom did not watch television. He did not look at social media on his phone. Instead, he sat at his brown wooden desk with a white piece of paper and a black pen. He divided the paper into 2 columns. On the left side, he wrote, "What am I good at?" On the right side, he wrote, "What does the world need?" Tom thought for a long time. The apartment was very quiet. He heard the sound of rain hitting his glass window. Under the first question, he wrote 3 things. 1. I am good with computers. 2. I like to organize information. 3. I am disciplined. Under the second question, he wrote, 1. People need time. 2. People want things to be easy. 3. Small businesses need help with digital organization. Suddenly, an idea came to his mind. Like a bright light bulb turning on, in a dark room? What if he created a service to help small, local businesses organize their digital files, improve their websites, and save time? Many small shops in his neighborhood, like the local bakery, the flower shop, and the dry cleaner, were owned by older people. These business owners were excellent at baking bread or growing flowers, but they were terrible with computers. They lost track of their receipts. Their websites were old and broken, and they did not know how to use digital tools. Tom smiled. His heart beat faster. This was it. This was his path to success. He decided to call his project Digital Clarity. The next day was Saturday. Tom did not have to go to the office. He put on a nice, clean blue shirt and walked down the street to the local bakery. The bakery was called Sweet Delights, and it was owned by a woman named Maria. Maria was 55 years old, always wore a white apron covered in flour, and made the best chocolate cakes in the city. However, her shop was always empty in the afternoons. Tom walked into the bakery. The bell above the door rang softly. Maria looked up and smiled warmly. "Hello, young man. Would you like a croissant or a cookie today?" "Hello, Maria," Tom said, his voice trembling a little bit because he was nervous. "I actually want to talk to you about your business. I see that you have amazing cakes, but your website online says that you are closed on Saturdays, and it has no pictures of your delicious food. I want to fix your website for free. If you like my work, you can recommend me to your friends. If you do not like it, you lose nothing." Maria looked surprised. She put her hands on her hips and thought for a moment. "Well, Tom, I do not understand computers at all. My nephew made that website 5 years ago, and he never touched it again. If you can help me get more customers, that would be a miracle. Let us try it." Tom went back to his small apartment and worked all weekend. He did not sleep much, but he did not feel tired because he was excited. He used a free, modern website builder. He took beautiful, high-resolution photos of Maria's cakes with his smartphone during his lunch break on Monday. He updated her business hours on Google Maps and added a simple button where people could order cakes online. By Thursday, the new website was live. On Friday afternoon, Maria called Tom on his phone. Her voice was loud and filled with joy. "Tom, you cannot believe it. 5 people ordered large birthday cakes through the website today. The bakery is full of people right now. Thank you so much." Tom felt a wave of happiness rush through his body. His idea worked. He had helped someone, and he had created real value. This was the first small step on his long staircase to success. Over the next 3 months, Tom lived a double life. From 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening, he was a quiet data entry clerk, typing numbers into Excel sheets. But from 6 o'clock in the evening until midnight, he was the founder of Digital Clarity. He worked with the local flower shop, a small boutique clothing store, and a family-owned Italian restaurant. He charged them a small fee now, but he worked with maximum effort. He treated every client like they were $1 million company. Tom quickly learned that success is not a straight line. It is a road with many obstacles and potholes. One night, while he was working on a website for the Italian restaurant, his laptop screen suddenly went completely black. The computer died, and he lost 4 hours of work. Tom felt like crying. He wanted to throw his hands in the air and quit. He was exhausted. His back hurt from sitting on a cheap chair, and he still had to wake up early for his office job the next day. He sat in the dark for 10 minutes and took deep breaths. He reminded himself of his goal. He wanted freedom. He wanted to be successful, and he wanted to escape the gray office cubicle. He borrowed an old computer from a friend, started again, and reconstructed the website from memory. He did not give up. Resilience, he realized, was the secret fuel of success. By month 6, Tom had 10 regular clients who paid him every month to manage their websites and digital tools. He was making the same amount of money from Digital Clarity as he was making from his office job. On a bright Monday morning in June, Tom walked into his office building. He did not feel sad today. He felt confident. He walked directly to his boss's office, knocked on the door, and walked inside. He handed his boss a letter. It was his resignation letter. His boss looked up, shocked. "Tom, you are leaving. Why? Where are you going?" Tom smiled, looked his boss in the eye, and said, "I am going to run my own company." When Tom walked out of the office building that day, the sun felt warmer, the sky looked bluer, and the air smelled sweeter. He was finally free. He was the master of his own time and his own destiny. But this was only the beginning of his true success story. For the next 2 years, Tom worked harder than he had ever worked in his life. He rented a small office of his own, a bright room with large windows that let in the sunlight. He hired his very first employee, a young university student named Sarah, who was passionate about graphic design. Together, they helped hundreds of small businesses transform from old, invisible shops into modern, thriving digital brands. One evening, 2 years after leaving his old job, Tom was invited to speak at a local business conference. He walked onto a large stage. There were 300 people in the audience, all looking at him. Tom wore a sharp navy blue suit and a confident smile. He looked into the crowd and saw a familiar face sitting in the front row. It was Mr. Walters, his old office neighbor. Mr. Walters looked happy and proud, clapping his hands enthusiastically. Tom took the microphone, looked at the crowd, and began his speech. Many people think that success is about luck, Tom said, clearly into the microphone. They think it is about being in the right place at the right time, but that is not true. Success is a series of daily choices. It is choosing to work when you are tired. It is choosing to try again when your computer crashes and you lose everything. It is choosing to offer value to others before you ask for money. If you can help other people solve their problems, you will automatically solve your own financial problems. Do not wait for an opportunity. Create your own opportunity. Work with consistency and always keep moving forward. The audience stood up and clapped loudly. Tom looked at Mr. Walters and nodded his head in gratitude. The journey had been difficult, long, and full of challenges, but Tom had finally arrived. He was not just successful because he had money or a company. He was successful because he had turned his vision into reality, helped his community grow, and conquered his own fears. And as he stood on that stage, he knew that this was just the first chapter of a long, beautiful, and limitlessly successful life.